we're reading Stanley's Boat. And this is written by Williambee. It says, Stanley's boat is ship-shape and ready for action, but it's not smooth sailing for everyone at sea today. Will Stanley be able to help? It's another busy day for Stanley and friends. Yeah, we love Stanley, don't we? Here he is, Stanley. What's Stanley holding there?
An anchor?
It looks like it could be, or a buoy. They call those little floating devices you see on water bodies, they call them a buoy. It's not spelt the same as boy and girl.
Can I say hello?
A boy.
Can I see?
Yes, what can you see here? This is a
Soon.
rope, yeah. You've got, one moment, you've got a
Cell.
shell here, cocoa shell. Another buoy. What's this thing? It's a looking glass. Yes, it works a bit like one where you stretch it in and out and you can magnify things. Yes, you can see them better. This is a
Life boy.
life buoy or life ring, yes. What else can you see? Paddles, yes, paddles. A steering, yes, what do you call that? A ship's wheel. That's right, it's the ship's steering wheel, you're right.
Oh, I see. An anchor.
An anchor?
But you attach to the rope.
Is that, oh, this one here. Yes, the anchor which you attach to the rope.
What's that?
This, what, this bit or this bit?
The one that you run fast. That's
This, it might be a flag, perhaps, because they do have flags on boats.
Yeah,
What's this thing here?
here.
A compass. Good try. Got north, east, south and west. It's a compass. And this thing?
Flare.
It's called a flare. What does a flare do? Any ideas?
It makes, a colourful smoke when you open it.
It does. It's red. It shoots up high in the sky when you release it. And it releases a bit of a smoke and a red kind of colour to signal for help. That's how you call for help.
You have to be trained how to use one.
You do have to be trained because it can be a bit dangerous and you can fire it the wrong way. It can be a big problem. Right, let's see. Here we go, Stanley's boat. Right, here we are, that's the start. So it's got a boathouse with what looks like a kayak. And there are the boys and lots of rope. It's going to be another busy day at Stanley's boatyard. Oh, we've gone this way now. Stanley checks his barometer for the weather. Fine. What's the barometer? There's the barometer. And then he checks the wind sock for the wind. Blustery. So the weather's fine. This tells him about the temperature, the humidity, the air pressure. And this tells him about the wind. This is quite blustery. What does that mean?
I don't know.
It's a bit windy. No, it is a bit windy. Blustery. It's a bit windy. Doesn't mean you can't sail. It's not like there's a hurricane, but yes. Next, Stanley takes a look at Charlie's boat. Stanley cannot remember if it's being taken to pieces or put back together again. Oh dear. You can't remember what they're doing. Are they taking it apart, putting it together? Why is it taking such a long time? Well, I think it takes a long time to make sure a boat is, if they're fixing it, to fix it up, because you don't want any leaks, do you? You've got to make sure it's properly fixed up with all the right materials. Oh, okay, no, I see. Why is it taking a long time? What's Charlie doing?
Having a rest.
He's having a rest and a cup of tea or something. Oh dear. Seamus and Little Woo are loading their boat with essentials. Seamus and Little Woo.
Okay, the compass and the life right now, but not teddy bear and kite.
No, but I think Little Woo thinks teddy bear and kite are quite important.
And cake.
There's cake as well, yep.
He's not so.
Life belts. Where are the life belts? Probably these things, and they've got their vests on too and that. Chocolate cakes.
Okay, maybe.
A compass and a kite.
I don't think so.
These are all essentials, apparently. Stanley unties the mooring rope and off they go. It's called a mooring rope. That's the bit that ties the boat to the boatyard, to the docks. Thank you, Stanley. Oh, Stanley's not going on this trip. Look. Little Seamus the little who are going on this trip. It's a daddy and son trip. Oh. Stanley uses the boatyard crane to lift a big box onto his boat. Ah, there's Stanley's boat. There's the crane lifting the big box that says fragile. What could it be? What could be in this box that's called fragile? What sort of things might be fragile? Glass, maybe ceramics, pottery, let's see. Oh, it's a new light bulb for the lighthouse. The lighthouse light bulb is pretty big. Look. And it is made of glass. So it's definitely fragile. There. On his way back to the boatyard, Stanley sees an emergency flare. Someone is in trouble. Look, there is the smoke and the big burst of red. And Stanley's like, oh dear. Stanley sets off in their direction. He knows exactly where to go because he can follow the smoke trail. See? Seamus and Little Woo are just fine, but Teddy is rather bedraggled. Oh, Teddy went overboard. It's an emergency.
That's
They
not
couldn't save him. Teddy overboard! Oh no, quick! Send up the flare. Thank you, Stanley.
You use the flare one time.
Well, yes, once you've used the flare, that's it. It's a single use. Use it once. Well, what a busy day. Stanley's back at his house, Stanley's
Probably
house.
should have had not using that.
You think that wasn't an emergency that needed a flare? No. Time for tea. Time for a
I
bath.
can't have cake from.
Well, he's having cake for tea, it seems. Yeah.
Don't just have a ball.
And he's having a bath, yeah. And time for bed. Good night, Stanley. He's going to bed at 5 minutes, almost no, 7 minutes to 9. There you go.